Poetic devices. A presentation by Ariel. Hyperbole. A hyperbole is an exaggerated statement. What am I? By Sharon Hendricks. I'm bigger than the entire earth. More powerful than the sea. Though a million, billion have tried, not one could ever stop me. I control each person with my hand, and hold up fleets of ships. I can make them bend to my will, with one word from my lips. I'm the greatest power in the world, in this entire nation. No one should ever try to stop a child's imagination. This poem uses many hyperboles, such as, I'm bigger than the entire earth, or I'm the greatest power in the world. Ambiguity. Ambiguity refers to something that is confusing because it has multiple meanings. Free verse. Free verse is a style of poetry in which there is no rhyme or rhythm. Beauty and Uncertainty by Hija de la Luna. The murky depths of the night drifts off the lone fisherman to the tamarind yellow river shaded with ecru of ambiguity. Wind whispers wrapped in sweet somberness and shivery softness. Yonder hint of golden honey light beckons a beautiful uncertainty. This poem is free verse because there is no rhyming or rhythm. This poem is also ambiguous when it says, the murky depths of the night drifts off the lone fisherman. This phrase is ambiguous because we don't know what it means. Simile. A simile is when two things are being compared using like or as. Chocolate cake by author unknown. Friends are like chocolate cake. You can never have too many. Chocolate cake is like heaven, always amazing you with each taste or feeling. Chocolate cake is like life with so many different pieces. Chocolate cake is like happiness, you can never get enough of it. The highlighted parts are similes. Personification. Personification is giving human characteristics to non-human things. Dim Nighttime Chorus by Sharon Hendricks. The teapot sang as the water boiled. The ice cubes cackled in their glass. The teacups chattered to one another, while the chairs were passing gas. The gravy gurgled merrily, as the oil danced in a pan. Oh my dinner-time chorus! What a lovely, lovely clan! The highlighted parts are personification. Metaphor. A metaphor is when two things are compared without using like or as. Rose painted by Page. If I were a rose painted black, would you cast me aside? Like blackened, burnt rice, would my color tarnish my sweet smell? If I were a rose painted black, would the richness of my ebony petals make me unworthy of being called a rose? If I were a rose painted white, would my ivory petals be worth more than silver? Would my sweet smell captivate a room welcomingly? If I were just a rose, sweet smelling and vibrant, and your mind was blind, would my color matter? In this poem, the narrator is comparing oneself to a rose without using like or as, so it is a metaphor. Stanza. A stanza is a section in a poem. Couplet. A couplet refers to a specific type of stanza with only two lines. Twinkle, twinkle, little star by Jane Taylor. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are, up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. In this poem, there are 3 stanzas, and because they all have 2 lines, they are couplets. Irony. Irony is when a word or phrase means the opposite of what is said. This is a selection from the rhyme of the ancient mariner. Water, water, everywhere. And all the boards did shrink. Water, water, everywhere. Nor any drop to drink. This poem is ironic because it means the opposite of what is said. Alliteration. Alliteration is a repeated sound at the beginning of multiple words in a row. Leaping Lions by Natasha Niemi. Leaping lions leap after lengthy naps. They sleepily stretch strong appendages to prepare properly for the precious hunt. Young, youthful lions gallop gallantly on the grassland plains. Then they too sleep serenely after strenuous stretching. Leaping lions leap after lengthy naps is an example of alliteration because of the 4 L's. Idiom. An idiom is a group of words that does not mean what they say. Untitled poem by author unknown. A penny for your thoughts. That's what my mum would say when I would stare at my dinner and wish my disgust away. The chicken was slimy, undercooked. It would leave my stomach reeling. I couldn't say it didn't cut the mustard and hurt my mum's feelings. The phrase, a penny for your thoughts, is a common idiom. Ballad. A ballad is a poem or song that tells a story in short lines. Narrative poem. A narrative poem is a poem that tells a story. The Disney Princess poem by author unknown. You may be thinking, when will my life begin? When will the storm subside, so I can see the colors of the wind? You may wonder, if you're almost there, you find in this whole new world something special to share. Beautiful as a bell, as sweet as a nightingale's song. The hope inside you starts to grow strong. Your dreams rise to touch the sky, and a part of your world goes flashing by. Who's that girl? You may ask. Letting it go may be a difficult task, but if you dare to stay alert and learn to whistle while you work, you may find joy in all you do, and the dreams you dream will come true. This poem narrates a story in short lines and is therefore a ballad and a narrative. Onomatopoeia. An onomatopoeia is a word that mimics a sound. Camping by Natasha Niemi. Crack, crack. The fire crackles under the stars. Sizzle, sizzle. The water sizzles above the fire. Crunch, crunch. The campers crunching on potato chips. Click, clack, click, clack. The tent poles clicking and clacking together. Rustle, rustle. As we prepare our sleeping bags to go to sleep. Chirp, chirp. The crickets say, good night. This poem uses onomatopoeias to mimic the different sounds. Symbol. A symbol is a word or phrase that represents something. My heart leaps up when I behold by William Wordsworth. My heart leaps up when I behold a rainbow in the sky. Spring and daisies means youth in Cerretesdale's wild asters. In the spring, I asked the daisies if his words were true, and the clever, clear-eyed daisies always knew. Brown and barren means growing old in Cerretesdale's wild asters. Now the fields are brown and barren. Bitter autumn blows. Bitter autumn means death in Cerretesdale's wild asters. Now the fields are brown and barren. bitter autumn blows, and of all the stupid asters, not one knows. This poem is symbolic and tells what certain symbols mean. These were sources used in making this presentation. SlideTalk.net should also be on here.